Hello, Steady Path viewers. Gonna get a little 5 to 10 minute prime time here. Any of these little exercises can be integrated into your day. A couple breaths here and there, or a minute or two here and there. You'd be surprised how a little bit can go a long ways when it comes to self-care. And just taking the time to prime the body, make space in the joints, and activate all of your muscle groups so that they're reminded what their responsibility is for the day. So let's just get started with a really basic morning routine is where we're at now, but this could be done at any time of day. Inhaling, arms up overhead, nice little back bend. Exhaling down, opening up those shoulders. I gotta keep an eye on puppy here. Stay. Stay. You stay. Sit. Full arm circles, opening up those shoulder girdles. A little back and forth. A few more shoulder circles. Clasping the backs of the hands and stretching up overhead, trying to get behind the head, lengthening those shoulders up out of the shoulder girdle, and then getting a few nice rotations into the shoulders here, putting a nice deep bend in the elbows and pulling the arms off to one side and then back, and then same thing opposite direction. Goalpost arms, really pulling those shoulder blades together and activating the lats, the mid-back, priming the mid-back, getting the upper traps and the levator, the side of the neck stretched out. Really breathing into that tension in the body to make space and open it up. Nice gentle neck circles back and forth, side to side. Keeping an eye on puppy here. Alright, like little wider stance and getting in some nice hip circles here. Both directions. Really taking notice of how the femur rotates in the socket. If you got some sticky spots, just kind of rock back and forth. Maybe pivot those feet to open up into a runner's lunge. A little bit of a back bend, really emphasizing tucking the tailbone to feel that stretch in the front side of the back leg. Hi, you stay down. Yeah, give me a couple minutes, bud. Give me a couple minutes. And then back to the hip circles and rotating those femurs. And then opposite side. I really like to emphasize the thumbs right on the SI joints, right in the kind of like little pockets of the low back. And you'll notice that there is some really subtle movement in there. Be intuitive with opening up your joints. Take time to be present with the body. Take one step forward, railroad track, kind of thinking the feet are in same width with the hips, pointing the tailbone and lengthening into the hamstrings and keeping the chest open to breathe into a nice hamstring stretch. Stop eating the grass. Clasping the hands behind the back can add a little bit of a stretch for the upper body. Getting the sides of the neck stretched out still. I like to keep coming back to various parts of the body while I'm addressing other various parts of the body. Just be intuitive and take the time to prime the body. You know, it's not rocket science. It's just a creative creative flow of listening to what the body is asking for and giving it what it needs. Pointing that tailbone to lengthen the hamstrings, feeling the stretch really intense behind the back of the knee. Inhaling and exhaling out of it. All right. And one of my favorite stances, this one might be challenging depending on how tight your upper legs are, but to lower into, it's not playtime yet, to lower into this squat and to sit in this stance. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go get him. To sit in this stance as often as possible for as long as possible, and how it's so beneficial to opening up the ankles, stretching the bottoms of the feet, stretching the calves, stretching the quads, and stimulating the whole body because of the sciatic nerve. So nice little 5-minute prime time this morning. I'm gonna try to get better about doing these as often as possible, and I'll always have puppy as a piece of it to some degree, but when I wanna go a little bit more in depth, I might have to have him tied up or catch a little break. But full body prime time. I guess don't forget to get the fingers and the wrists and just address all the joints in the body. Really simple, but really powerful when done consistently. So enjoy the journey. Trust in the process. And be steady, my friends.